So I'm just starting off with the description. How many of you know that herbs have been used thousands of years by cultures all over the world for healing the body, topical use, for beauty? So Cleopatra is kind of someone well known for using lots of herbs for beauty, and she did things like using shea butter, she did black seed oil, she did baths in milk and rose water. She did salt scrubs, royal jelly. So she had so many different herbs and really cool extracts that she used for everything. In the Asian culture, they use a lot of herbs also, and they're kind of known for having just like pristine skin and hair. And they do different hair rinses and oils, and they use even rice water. Is really good for the hair and the skin, and it's so simple. Just after soaking rice for a day, you can use that as a rinse. Even powdered pearl is really, really nice for the skin. We don't have that here yet, but I really want to get it in our bulk herbs section. Beauty on the outside, obviously it matters what's inside, but God has given us herbs to really bring about healing and restoring the beauty that He created us all with, and restoring beauty to hair and your skin and nails. So it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to go get surgeries and different things like that. Herbs are so inexpensive, and they are just as powerful, if not more powerful, than the products that you see online and doctors are recommending. That's really where medicine came from herbs. So they really have the healing power that God has put in His creation in herbs. So herbs can be applied topically as a mask, poultice, salve, ointment, cream, oil, rinse, wash, and other ways. But it doesn't have to be complicated. I think that for anyone starting out using herbs for beauty, just start with something easy with choose 2 different things, whether it's a clay and maybe an herbal powder, or blending like bananas with an oil and using that on your skin. Something as simple as that you can really start to see a difference with. So I would just start simple and then add more to your recipes. So the benefits of using herbs topically, it can help create much faster healing and recovery. I know one of my favorite essential oils, lavender. A lot of people just use every day, but it's really amazing for burns and sunburns. It can really prevent that peeling that a lot of people get. And most people have that at their house. And your skin absorbs what's been put on it in the bloodstream within 26 seconds. So if you think about the amazing herbs that you could put on your skin, your whole body's going to absorb those nutrients. So think about doing that versus, those strange chemicals that they put in a lot of beauty products. So your body would just drink those nutrients, and sometimes you can just feel it. You can see the difference, night and day difference within 10 minutes of using a face mask. Our skin is made up of mostly minerals. So from the dust of the earth we're created, so it makes sense that, putting things that have tons of minerals and nutrients in them would be nourishing to our body. Let's see. Herbs are extremely safe for anyone to use. So a lot of times when we go to the store and buy different products, you're going to be absorbing those toxins. They put heavy metals in them, and they've done so many recalls, it's insane. And sadly, in America, the standards aren't really up to par compared to other countries. Like Europe, they have banned thousands of different chemicals, and the list we have here compared to theirs is crazy, the difference. It's 10 or 20 that we've banned, and they have over 1,500 on their list. So we're really behind in our just over-the-counter creams and lotions and all of that. So when you really clean out your your cupboard of all those things and start using herbs, you'll notice a big difference, and your body's going to be thanking you for that. One thing to note on number 7, that detox reactions are definitely possible. So when using things like a clay, it's got incredible drawing power. So you may experience some sort of a detox reaction, whether it's itching or any sort of irritation. That can definitely happen if there are toxins that the body wants to rid, and it has that opening from something like a clay that will draw it out. It can actually start opening up a detox reaction. Something like frankincense, a lot of people love. Frankincense is absolutely incredible, but you also have to be really careful with it. And I've even heard stories where I know a lot of people know frankincense is really good for cancer and like tumors, but it actually has incredible drawing power. And I've heard stories where people start to get a tumor out and it becomes this just like huge wound and lesion, and it's extremely painfully pulling out the tumor. So just make sure that when you do more of detox, like face masks, frankincense, that you're careful and that you really want to make sure that your kidneys are filtering and your colon's properly moving, your liver's functioning, because the body will take any sort of detox pathway and it will just go at it. So if there's a tumor and you're using frankincense only there, you should also be doing like kidney cleansing and other things to help. So that was just kind of a note on that, just safety. But if you do experience detox reactions, enemas always help. So we talk about enemas a lot here. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a couple examples today and show you how to make some things, but I have here ways to use herbs for beauty. So number 1, you can use herbs, you can make your own cleansing oils. It's so simple to make your own. You don't have to go get $50 cleansers and oils. You can easily just make your own using things like black seed oil. Jojoba oil is an amazing oil for the skin. It really matches our oil profile, the sweat glands, pretty much the best out of any oil. So for the skin, that's a really great one. Castor oil is very cleansing, and it really draws. So if you want to do oil cleansing, how many of you actually have ever tried oil cleansing or have heard of it? Okay, awesome.
The only thing I can do.
Yeah.
Clean my pores, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've been oil cleansing for a couple months now, and I was introduced by our Mad Hippie rep, because we have an oil cleanser from Mad Hippie that's really awesome, and I love it. Like, my skin feels so amazing doing that. And as I was talking about like other cultures, right now it's much bigger in different countries. Over in Europe, it's huge there. A lot of people do the oil cleansing instead of using like normal facial cleansers. It actually keeps the pH balance of the skin intact, and there's something called an acid mantle on the skin, so it protects that from being stripped away. And a lot of cleansers are very stripping, and you can feel kind of that like dry tightness after. And the oil cleansing will not do that. Even if you have oily skin, it will actually help rebalance that oil production. So oil cleansing is amazing. I really love it. So it's super easy to make. You can just choose 1 or 2 oils: olive oil, coconut oil. A lot of people use the jojoba. Pomegranate seed oil is really nice for the skin. Avocado oil. You can even use cocoa butter if you heat that up, and you'll smell like chocolate. It's so nice. I put it in lots of desserts, actually. It's like a white chocolate. It's so good. And then adding just a couple drops of your favorite essential oils. So on a couple of the sheets, not on the notes, but if you see there, I don't know if you guys have looked at the face mask and the hair mask sheets, but it gives you lots of good options for oils and essential oils that are nice for the face. So those would be good ones if you wanted to make a cleansing oil, or even just like a moisturizing oil, one that you would leave on the skin. So I can also show how to do oil cleansing. Basically, you're gonna wash off your makeup with the oil. It gets everything off. And then you'll just have a towel and you'll put it in hot water. You could even use like a hot tea if you like brew some chamomile tea and use that. That's really nice for the skin. Or lavender, or we have like cut witch hazel out there. A lot of times you can use that instead of just water. And then you would just put the hot towel and drape it over your face and let it sit there for, I would say like 30 seconds to a minute, and then you just wipe it off. And it takes off all your makeup. It really cleans your skin. It feels so nice afterwards. So it's really simple. I love oil cleansing. Yeah. Let's see here. So making a moisturizing oil would be very similar. I would use similar oils to that, and you would just leave it on your skin, just using it like at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. So one of my favorites is black seed oil. Has anyone ever tried that on their skin? It's really nice. It's one of the oils I found out. Someone was calling the store ordering it. People take this for tons of different things, but she was saying how she's been using it on her skin and how amazing it's been. So I tried it, and it's so awesome. I love it. You can use it on your hair and your skin, but that's a great one just to moisturize with. And then just adding some of your favorite essential oils. So some essential oils that are really great for the skin. If your skin's very like irritated, lavender, things that are calming, chamomile. If you want something for like anti-aging, frankincense and myrrh, myrtle, sandalwood. Let's see, carrot seed oil is a really great one. So those are all good ones for that. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to do the face mask. So we're gonna make a face mask, and then I'll pass it around for everyone to take a look at. So when you do a face mask, Aubrey, could I have the sheet on the face mask?
Yeah.
Please. And the hair mask. Oh, that would be helpful. Sure. Thanks. Okay, so if everyone wants to look at the face mask sheet, I just kind of made it simple so that you could make your own, but the one that I'm gonna be making is gonna have the kaolin clay. So I have here on the top bentonite clay and kaolin clay. Those are the two we have here. There are other clays out there, but I really do like those. The bentonite clay is gonna be a stronger puller than the kaolin. So the kaolin still is gonna be very detoxing, and both are gonna be exfoliating. They're both high in minerals, so great for the skin. The bentonite though, I remember when I first started making face masks, it would leave like a red, splotchy mess, I guess, because the drawing effect is so strong. I would like do it in the morning, come to work with like this red neck, and my whole face is red. So you can put makeup on, but it's just a very strong puller. So if you want to help detox your skin, that's a great way. You can even put it in hair masks to detox your scalp. A lot of people put, tons of products in their hair and dyes, and that's a great way to help detox that out. So then you see herbal powders. So those are all ones we have here, and they're all really great for the hair. So a lot of them are soothing, we're on face masks right now. Okay, a lot of them are very soothing to the skin and high in proteins, minerals, strengthening to the connective tissue. Some of them are antibacterial if you're dealing with like acne. Some of them are more like calming to the skin, like lavender. But they're all high in nutrients that the skin needs, and they're gonna really help in many, many ways. So you can choose one or two of those, but they're all just options of ones that you can use in any face mask. Then you can add an exfoliant. You don't have to. Sea salt's really nice because you're getting all the minerals, and it's yeah.
Sorry, can you tell me what Irish sea moss?
Yeah, actually, so Irish sea moss is a sea vegetable, and we have it in a powder. You can also get it at like an Asian market, the actual the plant, the seaweed, and you would soak it in water, clean it because it actually could have sand in it, and then you would actually blend it to make it into like a gel. And that's been used in lots of different cultures throughout the world. You can find a ton of this stuff online. Like I was YouTubing how to make an Irish sea moss like gel. And this is what I did with our powder. It's not quite as gel-like as if you had the actual thing, but I was using it on my skin and it's awesome. You can just use this by itself. You know, it's something simple. You could just do this. You could add some essential oils in there. You could mix it with a clay. So there's just a lot of different routes you can take. But yes, Irish sea moss, kelp, bladderwrack, all great for the skin. All very similar, going to be high in minerals, very soothing and healing to the skin. So with exfoliants, you could do a sugar scrub. Oats are awesome on the skin. People take oat baths. You could even put teas in a bath and put it like in a tea ball or a tea bag. I did a tea bath a couple weeks ago. A rep stopped by and gave us some, and there were oats and there were different herbs. It was really nice. I've never even used one, but that's something that like Cleopatra did. She would take baths with oats and milks and teas. So really cool stuff. And then you're nourishing your whole body that way, and your body's absorbing in those nutrients too. All right, then you can choose like a couple wet ingredients. So oils are so nourishing to the skin. You're getting those healthy fatty acids. It's just very repairing to the skin. So on the oils, I kind of listed them in order from the lighter ones to the heavier ones. So castor oil, you really wouldn't use just castor oil on your skin. It's super thick and dense, and yeah, you can just kind of see there, but it's just a very heavy oil. So you would want to mix that one with like sweet almond oil, something else like that. So the almond oil is really nice for the skin. And then you could pick some essential oils. So those are in alphabetical order, but a lot of those help bring circulation to the skin. They help with repair. They help smooth the skin. They help with any inflammation. A lot of those are anti-aging. So yeah, you can choose a couple of those. A lot of people have those at home, so it's just kind of nice. If not, you can use a lot of them for so many different things. Like lemon's a great cleansing one. You can use it to cleanse your skin. You can use it internally. You can use it to clean stuff. So you can use these for all different things. And then other wet ingredients are options. Apple cider vinegar I do use in a lot of face masks. It's really good if you're trying to keep acne away, and it's very tightening to the skin. Since it's acidic, and I was talking about that acid mantle on our skin, it will help keep that intact as well. So that's a protective layer on the skin. You can use egg whites, cucumber, even CBD oil. They have come out with CBD oil skincare. So, I mean, imagine what CBD oil does internally, what it would do topically. I haven't tried that yet myself, but I think that would be a really cool one to use. Even getting papaya from the store, the enzymes are really great for the skin cell regeneration. Bananas, avocados, great for the skin. You can put minerals, aloe vera, so all different things like that. And then the last note, you can make your own like oil infusions. So as I mentioned, like black seed oil, you could infuse herbs in the oil It's very simple to do. You would just like put it in a mason jar and then put like a couple tablespoons of lavender, for example, and then just shake it every day and leave it in a cupboard for a couple weeks, and then you have an infusion of lavender in your oil. So that's a great way to do that. You can do it with all different herbs. So witch hazel is really great for tightening the skin. You can put some cut witch hazel in an oil and just let it sit for a couple weeks, and then you've infused your oil. Okay, so I'm going to actually make the face mask. So the face mask we're going to be making, yeah, sure, that'd be great. Thanks.
What seed is the black seed oil?
Black, what was that?
What seed?
It's a black cumin seed. Yeah, cumin.
Oh, cumin.
Yeah, cumin, yeah. All right, so I have our kaolin clay here. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of the kaolin clay, and would you maybe be able to grab one of the little jars, the clear jars? I just want to show them they can store it in the jar too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that in a minute or, yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to do it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. So Aubrey's just grabbing a jar because we have different containers you can store if you want to make like a hairspray. We have glass container for that, and we have little jars. So if you want to, I was just going to say, it's, can someone maybe help me? Okay, this is going to blow away. Thanks. If that just goes under there. Perfect. Thanks.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so you can just double or triple recipes and then just store it in the fridge for a couple weeks. I'm going to show how to do the facial steam that you mentioned, and I actually store that in the fridge, and I'll use it as a toner every day, and it's just been awesome. Like, my skin's loving it. It's so simple. So you don't have to throw away the tea after you make the steam. You can reuse it over and over and over. So Aubrey's just got a couple here. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So I use a bunch of these. You can write your recipes, get a label, and just store them in the fridge. So if you're using something like banana, that's gonna go bad faster, but if you're making like a face mask, those are great for a couple weeks. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm doing a teaspoon of the kaolin clay powder, and then a teaspoon of aloe vera powder, and then I'm gonna do a teaspoon of the sweet almond oil. I don't want to get that on there. Okay, and then I'm going to do some essential oils. So I have 5 drops of lavender. And then I'm going to do 5 drops of frankincense. And I'll do 5 drops of carrot seed oil. And then I'm also going to add some sea salt. You can make your own like sea salt scrub or sugar scrub. So I'm just going to add a little bit in this, so it's not going to be necessarily a scrub, it's more of a face mask. But I got a sea salt scrub from Trader Joe's actually like a couple of years ago, and I love it. I only use it like once a week, but they just put like some olive oil, some other oils, sea salt, and some essential oils, and it's always so nice on my skin. So I really like the sea salt for scrubs. Okay. So we have the pink Himalayan salt. I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon. And then I was gonna also do 1/2 teaspoon of honey. So everyone knows honey is so healing. It's super nourishing, moisturizing, and Manuka honey specifically is amazing if you're dealing with any sort of like bacterial thing going on, an infection, acne, super healing. And it's actually amazing if you have burns. Manuka, I've heard so many testimonials putting Manuka honey on after a bad hot water burn or sunburn. It's amazing. So, nice. Well, we're gonna pass this around. You can take a look at it.
Maybe just your shop.
Yeah, they're wafting.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then did I forget something? Oh, okay. And then I'm going to do a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Okay, so as I mentioned before, wow, the papers aren't blowing away. Okay, it's just, I would just say like, oh no, one is. Thanks.
Now you're really walking.
Yeah.
You can just hold it for now.
Okay, could I have, I think I just need this one. Thank you so much. Okay, just make sure to keep it simple. Just, I mean, you could even start by going home and looking in the fridge. You don't even have to buy anything yet. Like, because you probably already have so many things at home that you can use. Honey, turmeric, cinnamon, bananas, avocados, mangoes. That all, I mean, think of what it does when you eat it. When you put it on your skin, it's going to do the same thing. Aloe vera, I mean, you may have some of this stuff at home, you know, sea salt. So, okay. All right, yeah, if you would want to. Okay, awesome. Yeah. Aubrey's going to just pass that around. You guys can take a look at it. Does anyone have any questions about making face masks?
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So I noticed you use about the same amount of everything,
Uh-huh.
like a little less honey and of course the essential oil or drops.
Yeah.
Is that a pretty good guideline to follow? In
Yeah.
these categories use about the same amount of everything?
Yeah. Yeah, I think keeping it simple like that. Yeah, like a teaspoon of a dry ingredient with a teaspoon of a wet ingredient is a good place to start. And so making actual recipes is kind of hard for me because I always just like throw a little bit of this and that in there. So coming up with recipes for like this event and the last one was kind of fun. But I just think for anyone, it's just have fun with it. Like, start with a spoonful of this and a spoonful of that, and if you don't like the consistency, if it's too chunky, add a little bit more of an oil or more apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. You know, if you would rather have it more runny, then add more liquid. So just play with it. I love just playing with the herbs and making my own stuff, and I have come up with a few that I use pretty regularly. The facial steam, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So I know that they've made facial steams for a while, but I just figured these herbs are so amazing in our bodies, why not steam them on our skins? And that's actually how they make like essences, like flower essences. They'll steam, and then whatever has condensed, I guess, that's what makes up the flower essence. So that would be what goes on our face when we do a facial steam. But basically, the herbs in here, a lot of them are flowers. Flowers, as beautiful as they make our skin look beautiful too. So there are some roots that are very healing to the skin in here. There are some tightening, astringent herbs that are really good to bring circulation to the skin. So this is the Botanical Beauty Facial Steam Blend. And all you would need to do, and you can make your own steams. So you can just use the one we already have, or say, for example, you want to do something for acne. Well, maybe add some neem or thyme in there, or a little more lavender. So you can always change it up. You can always buy this and then add herbs to it if you want to change it yourself. So just play with it. It's just fun. But basically, you would do 2 tablespoons and 2 cups of water. I actually like adding essential oils as well to the facial steam, so I'll add like 3 or 4 drops of frankincense. I'll add myrtle and lavender. You can add citrus for cleansing, like grapefruit, lemon. And then you have your pot. I do it on the stove. We have an electric stove. You don't have to do it on the stove. You can take the pot and take it off the stove and put it on a pad on the table and just sit. But you're gonna do this for about 10 or 15 minutes. So once it is steaming, could you maybe hold this? I want to give an example. It's very relaxing too. I listen to like podcasts when I do it, or the Bible. Okay, so basically you just put the towel over your head, and then you'll have the steam going, and you'll just put the towel around it like you're making a tent. And then I just keep my head about this far, and you just breathe everything in. And you'll notice when you like blow out your air, will make it hotter. So you can do that to change the temperature even. You can kind of move around your face wherever you want to get the steam. And then afterwards, I'll let it cool. And that's when I'll just put it in a mason jar. And thank you. Isn't Aubrey doing great? She's awesome. She should be up here teaching this with me, actually. Next time, we're just going to do it together. But yeah, you can use it in the fridge as a toner. You can add some apple cider vinegar to it, or sea salt. So really just playing with it. You can add some lemon, is amazing for the skin. And then I just use it as a toner twice a day, and then I put on like an oil or a moisturizer, and it's been wonderful. And people have been using it and have been really liking it. So that is the facial steam. Also, a simple idea when making your own face masks is, I have here an herb plus an herb, and then you add a liquid plus a liquid, and then you can add an essential oil and an exfoliant. Or you can choose maybe 3 of those, or you can choose 4 of those. But that's kind of like a template. So say you like lavender and you like calendula. So you would use those for your herbs. And then maybe you like olive oil and how it feels on your skin, and coconut oil. And then you would use those for the oils. And then pick 1 or 2 essential oils that you like. Maybe sandalwood. Or helichrysum is amazing for the skin as well. One of the best for the skin. And then maybe an exfoliant. Maybe add some oats in there, or some sea salt. So that's kind of a simple way to just make your own. But even just starting out, something as simple like aloe vera plus kaolin clay. That's a great mask in and of itself. Just keep it simple. Okay. So we're going to move on to making some like hair products. Has anyone experimented with herbs in their hair or anything like that? Yeah?
Just for lightning.
Okay, yeah. You can, some people may have heard of using like lemon on their hair for lightening in the summer. Chamomile, calendula, those help lighten.
I've done ACV in my hair.
Yes, ACV, apple cider vinegar. So good for the hair. You can do that and mix it with water, like half parts apple cider vinegar, half parts water, and use it as a hair rinse. You can even wash your hair with apple cider vinegar and baking soda. I know someone that does that, and she's like, I really like it. So simple. But let's see here. Don't want to get mixed up. Okay, so I'm going to make a hair mask. A lot of people have bananas at their house, so this is one you can make at home. I brought some good bananas. Okay, yeah, could you come up? Thanks. What time is it? Okay, all right, that should be fine. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 bananas. We're gonna do 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna do, does anyone know about the herb holy basil? It's a spirit of health favorite, yes. It's really great for your hair.
It's been growing this year.
Nice.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I just love to go out there and just be with it.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, send me some seeds up from Alabama that she brought from India. Her family.
Whoa.
Holy seeds. I know. Right?
That's awesome. From India, seeds from India. That's legit. Thanks. Okay. All right, 2 bananas, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. Thanks. That's 3 tablespoons, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of holy basil. And so this is the powder. You can make holy basil tea. You can make, in that one sheet on the hair mask, all those herbs there. 2 of my favorites actually would be horsetail and nettle for the hair. Alfalfa also. All of those are really strengthening to the body. So when you take them internally, they're really great for strengthening like your skin and your bones. So for your hair, it's gonna do the same thing.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I had the idea, I don't know when I had the idea, but I just thought, why not make like a tea and use it as a hair rinse? And when I did that, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. My hair was stronger, it was shinier, it was much more manageable, it was great. So, you...
When you use a hair rinse like that, do you rinse and then do you rinse it out or you just leave it in?
I just leave it in. Yeah, kind of like you're spraying, like a conditioning spray or something.
Spray it in.
Yeah, you could, but I'll just, I'll show you what I do is...
I have all of those growing in the yard.
Nice.
And so if I was to distill and just get this straight.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll take like a bowl in the sink, or if you have a bathtub, it may be easier, but I'll just pour it like over my hair. So it coats the whole head. Or I'll stand like this and pour it here, and the bowl will be here catching it. And you can actually reuse it then. So I'll do that, I'll put it in the bowl, then I'll put it back in the fridge, and then I'll reuse it next time I shower. And it's been great on my hair. You can add essential oils, you can make your own blends of the bulk herbs, like the cut herbs, make it into a tea, strain it, and then that's what you use. Yeah, it's been awesome. Okay. I'm doing a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So many people have apple cider vinegar at home. That is an awesome hair rinse also. You can easily just use that. Thanks. Oops.
Thank you for sharing
Oh, yeah.
what you need of it.
Oh, you have beautiful hair.
It's gotten fuzzy all the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and then,
Fuzz, right?
oh, it's growing back. Okay, so essential oils that are really great for the hair. Again, lavender, amazing for the hair. Circulation, for the scalp, for hair regrowth. Other ones, rosemary, ginger. Think of those herbs that are really like stimulating. Rosemary is great for memory, circulation to the head, so it's going to do that to your hair and scalp. Cedar wood is great for the hair. I have them all on there, but I'm just sharing right now. So I'm adding 5 drops of ginger and 5 drops of rosemary essential oil. And these smell great too, you know. And I made a hair oil that I'm gonna have Aubrey pass around. You guys can just take a look at it. I just have the herbs soaking in it. And you can, has anyone ever done a hot oil treatment to their hair? You can make your own hot oil treatments with herbs. It's awesome. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Oh, I think I was going to use that. Oops. We'll just put it in here. Okay, thanks, Aubrey. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Aubrey's just going to show you guys that one. Okay. And then also here is the hair oil. I basically have infused these herbs. Fenugreek is also really great for the hair. So I'll just have Aubrey kind of pass this around. You can open it up and smell it. I put a bunch of essential oils. Peppermint's awesome for circulation, for bringing circulation to the scalp. So in that one, I put like peppermint and ginger and rosemary essential oils. And then I put herbs like horsetail and nettle in there and fenugreek. And then castor oil is also really great for the scalp. So that one's got a lot of drawing power, so it can really help with stimulating new hair growth, strengthening the hair. So.
And this is a hair oil, not a rinse, right?
That's a hair oil, yeah. So basically I would use that. I've used that before showering, heating it up on the stove and then putting it in and putting like a towel or saran wrap around your head. And then washing it out. Or you could also just put a little in your palms and use it after you shower to help make your hair shiny. So it works great for either.
You only put it on like wet or dry hair?
I put it on my dry hair, yeah. Mm-hmm.
When you do it after showering, do you rinse it out or just let it stay?
I think she just
Oh,
did the end.
yeah, I meant like just the ends if you're going to do it after. Yep. Yeah. You're good. Unless you're going for that really slick, oily look. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, and then over here just have just more examples of things that are great for the hair. So like I said, castor oil, awesome. Coconut oil, a lot of people have that at home. That's a great one. You can do a hot oil treatment with coconut oil, add some essential oils. It's great. You can add egg whites if your hair is very brittle to strengthen it. And actually, I don't have them out here, but I've also made a hair mask with MSM powder. Is really great for the hair. I mean, it is mainly sulfur, so your hair is mainly sulfur, so it's great for the hair. And then also gelatin, the Great Lakes gelatin, collagen. Have you guys, does anyone take that? It's in like those tall orange and then there's tall green one. I've put that in a hair rinse and I noticed a big difference with that. So if your hair is kind of brittle, weak, limp, that could be a really good one to strengthen it, to make it shinier. So experimenting with different things like that. They're all on the sheet, I know. And then here's the nettles and the horsetail. That alone is a great combination. If you just want to make it like a tea, these two, as a hair rinse is awesome. You can add a little apple cider vinegar to that. And then horsetail and nettle are great for your skin as well and your bones. So you could drink it as a tea and put it on your hair. And then some of the essential oils. Cedar wood's great for the hair. Peppermint. Okay, let's see. Anything else here?
I just want to know more about your rice water rinse.
Yes. So basically, that's another very simple one. So if you have rice at home, I don't eat a lot of rice, so I bought rice to make the rinse. I'll eat it though. But basically, you just store it in water for like 12 to 24 hours. Just let it sit out, and they actually say it's better when it like ferments like that. The water does, and then you will just use that as a hair rinse after you shower, and you can leave it in. And
well, that's crazy because it makes perfect sense to like use something.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to soak the rice so it's better bioavailable for your body, and then to use the water as a rinse. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's just uncanny.
Yep, it makes too much sense. Too much. Yeah, but you can, even in like the Asian cultures, I was watching a video, not just for your hair, and you can look up testimonials of before and after, and you'll see the pictures. It's like amazing. It's awesome. Something so simple. But they also use it on their skin. It's really nice just on the skin as like a toner, or using rice water to wash your face instead of just regular. It's, so simple. Just store it in your fridge and pull it out when you're gonna get ready for bed at night. So, yeah. Okay. I just want to say, remember, if you mess up, it's easy to fix. So I tried that gelatin as a hair rinse the other day, and the next day in the fridge, it was like Jell-O. I was like, this isn't right. But what I did to fix it, you don't have to throw it away. I just made more hot water and added it, and just added more liquid than the gelatin. So I know next time to do less. And so simple of a fix, though. So just have fun with it. Play with the consistencies. And I just have 2 little extra things, not necessarily like for healing and repairing the skin or hair, but did you know you can easily make a bronzer with cacao powder, and you can mix it with like some arrowroot, and that's an easy bronzer, and you'd smell like chocolate. and then you can also make a blush. This is really nice, or like a lipstick or a tinted lip gloss with the arrowroot powder again, and beetroot powder is great for that, or hibiscus powder. So I remember a couple of years ago, there was a girl coming in the store, and she would buy like activated charcoal. Actually is great for face masks, and you can make your own mascara with that and a little like coconut oil, and it's really good for your skin. Actually, castor oil is good for lengthening and growing eyelashes, so you could even put some castor oil in there. That'd be a great mascara. But she was just telling me how she has been making her own makeup, and she looked awesome. I was like, that's such a great idea. Why not? Like, when you look through all the herbs out there, they're all different colors, and you can make blushes and bronzers, and add a little shea butter and make it into like a pressed powder. I've done that before. So this was more on like the facial steams and stuff like that. So any other questions? Back.
So when you go buy your products like bananas and fruit, vegetable, eggs, do you buy them organic or from like Walmart, Aldi, Trader Joe's, or farmers markets?
Yeah, I usually try and buy organic. I actually have found with organic bananas, I think they taste better. But some fruits and veggies I don't. If they have like, they say if it has a thick skin like watermelon or something, you don't have to buy organic. I think organic is always going to be like a higher quality, so quality is also a concern also. But yeah, farmers markets, I'll go there sometimes. I do a lot at Trader Joe's. Natural Grocers has I believe it's all organic in their produce at Natural Grocers. Sprouts is great. Whole Foods is nice. It's kind of expensive sometimes, but yeah. And you had a question?
So I hear you talking a lot about the Mad Hippie products.
Yeah.
And so do you incorporate both, or do you feel like, use those and then occasionally this?
Yeah.
Or-
That's a great question because I do both. I love Mad Hippie. Sometimes I'll do their moisturizer. They have an awesome eye cream, but sometimes I'll add like an essential oil and just mix it in my hand and then put that on. Or they have an antioxidant oil, and I've kind of made it into my own, and I've added essential oils to that. I've added like some more vitamin E oil is really, really healing to the skin, like scars and stuff like that. So yeah, I've kind of made it my own a little bit, but I do love that line. I mean, if you want to be really simple, you could just go buy some Mad Hippie stuff. But I think it's just fun to like experiment, and all of our herbs are wildcrafted or organic, and we always make sure that they're tested and they're the highest quality. So you can definitely rest assured when you're making your own recipes that it truly is so healing to the skin and to the hair and inside the body. So yeah. Any other questions? Mm-hmm.
What's hibiscus for the skin? What is it good for?
Hibiscus is good for circulation, and it's going to help like repair the cells. Internally, I know it's been well known for like the heart. So you can also think of the circulation with the heart and bringing circulation to the skin, and it's going to have lots of minerals in it, and yeah. I mean, all the herbs really do, but yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Question about repairing damage from dyed hair. / is there a way? Is it at all possible? I kind of don't think so.
Uh-huh.
But is it possible to still color your hair and also have healthy?
And have what?
Have healthy.
Okay, so the question is repairing damaged hair from dyeing it, and then is it also possible to have healthy hair and dye it, right? Okay, so I am not a beautician myself, or whatever they're called. I'm not like certified in it, but yeah, I definitely think you can heal it. But think of it too as like your hair is alive, just like the rest of your body. I don't know why, but for some reason I always had the thought like my hair's dead. I can do whatever I want to it, but it has DNA. Like you can't feel it if you cut it, but it's living. It needs nutrients. It's a part of a living body. So it can definitely be restored and healed for sure. I've heard of people getting like their old curl back and their old waves back when they really start taking care of their hair, and the shine and the sheen. And we've had people come in the store that even get like guys that have been balding and they're in their 50s and they're taking care of themselves and they have new hair growth. So yeah, I definitely think it can be healed for sure, and your hair can be restored. Myself, I went from like really dark brown, almost black, back to blonde, and you can imagine that was like destroying my hair. And yeah, the herbs have definitely helped for sure. I can notice a big difference. And then dyeing your hair and having healthy hair, yeah, I think it's hard. I mean, I definitely think you still could. I haven't looked super in depth into the hair dye industry and like the healthy ones out there, but I know we have Laguna and they use like the henna, and there are other ones out there though that may be more permanent and like a lot safer than just the regular like store-bought ones. So I definitely think you can still have for sure healthy hair. It would probably just be a little bit compromised if you are using more of the streamlined ones, but I mean honestly, like I still highlight my hair, and that's been something on the back burner where I'm like, I really need to figure out how to like do this right and the healthy way, but I think it's hard with highlighting. But I think if you're dyeing your hair, there are probably a lot out there that you could use instead of the more store-bought ones. Yeah, so does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. We can talk after too if you want me to show you some stuff or yeah, if anyone has questions. But all right, thanks everyone. Yeah, thanks.